The fighting art of Eskrima is fast becoming the national sport of the Philippines. Its acknowledged champion is Kakoy Kenyeti. He lives on the island of Cebu, one of the large islands that make up the Philippines. His home has always been in Cebu City, the capital of the island, a place of harsh contrasts. Just outside the city centre is the headquarters of the small club which sets the standard for Eskrima throughout the nation. The name of the club, 12 Pares, means 12 pairs and is taken from the name of Charlemagne's bodyguard. The club celebrated its 50th anniversary in 1982. It was started by the family Kenyeti to train themselves and their friends. It is still a family club. The training ground is beside Kakoy's house, which he shares with his children and their families. Eskrima is a fighting system in a state of transition. It has been used for hundreds of years throughout the Philippines. Now, people like the Kenyetis are adding to the basic art the sophistication of Japanese techniques. An indication of this is the practice of forms, or katas. They are long, elaborate solo performances. This one is a speciality of Dione Kenyeti. He spends most of his time in Manila, working as a very successful businessman. Though they are adding Japanese ideas to the techniques, 50 years is not long enough to also import Japanese formality. Any activity on the training ground is watched by every curious eye in the neighborhood. Most of the Cebuanos speak 2 languages. Training is conducted in both English and in the language of Cebu. Eskrima is a complex, sophisticated and effective fighting system. Much of the credit for its present status is due to the 12 Pares Club, with Kakoy Kenyeti as its leading fighter, publicist and master.
The most common and the most effective type of holding is the full grip type. In this manner, even if it is hit on the side, either from any direction, still you can control the stick. And there's an allowance of about 2 inches from the butt. Purpose is to use this for disarming, for hitting any part of the body at close range. Then you can twirl the stick, see, in any direction, see. And there are people, there are escrimadores who twirl the stick in this manner. They always open their palm. I have observed many there in the United States, escrimadores opening their palm whenever they twirl. But those Paris people are always full grip, the stick, see? See?
Many weapons are used in Eskrima, but Kakoy has always concentrated on the stick, made from a special tough light wood, hardened by fire. He has brought new strikes into the system, developing curving strikes rather than straight or linear ones.
And the most effective strike is the curved strike. You can easily block the linear strike, but when the strike is curving, No matter how hard you try to block the strike, the forend of the stick will always reach the target. Salute.
Even gentle sparring is a painful process for Kakoy's opponent. He is an advanced student, but he never manages to hit Kakoy once. Kakoy has had many real fights. All his life he has been challenged, always having to use his techniques against new opponents. He has never lost in over 100 fights. After a few moments, the challengers always collapse before him.
The only way to prove that your style is the best is to accept any challenge. How can you claim that your style is the best when you do not accept any challenge? That's why in our group, whenever there is a student who refuses to fight, I always ask him to retire. So what use will our techniques be if he has all the techniques and he doesn't use it in actual fight?
Eskrima is above all a practical fighting art. It has developed out of the need to survive in a violent society where knives are a common weapon.
Okay.
These defensive moves are designed to push the knives away so that they don't slice into the vital veins and arteries on the inside of the arms. Then both opponents are disarmed, again avoiding the knife blades.
Because you can take it off. Huh? You actually get the farther the... Yeah, okay.
Elogio Cagneti is the oldest of the founding brothers. He has always been the president of the 12 Pares. Although over 80, he is still a formidable fighter.
You know, here. Just like it is like this, oh Nora. Yeah. Without the stick, it's actually the same. Now, if you have this, it's the same technique. Black, then,
One of the masters at 12 Pares is alive because he was taught how to defend himself against knife attack. It happened when he was walking with a friend. Neither of them had weapons. The friend ran away when they were attacked by 7 men with knives. Master Karin nearly died in the attack, but fought back, killing one of them.
He's lucky that he survived that fight. Of course, one of the brothers got killed.
Look,
Yeah.
this one hit my liver and my stomach.
See? There.
This is an operation. I hit the stomach, but
That's the evidence that he engaged in a real fight.
I was sitting there, though. That's why I down. And they make a stabbing position while I'm down. I snatch all the daggers. And that dagger which I snatch hit one of my opponent. Okay, I snatch it.
If his opponent was only one, he could easily beat his opponent. But then there were four brothers and 3 companions. So 7 stone. You're lucky. You should be thankful to God.
Thankful to God.
For having learned.
Thankful to our organization, especially the 12 Pares,
army.
for it had because of my skill and harness and combat judo. I'm already below the ground.
The only yardstick for skill is to have an actual fight.
Try.
Yeah. In sparring, it's not enough that you deliver the strike. But if you deliver multiple strikes, for example, I deliver here. You see? See? Rapid. Then here. See? See? All in our movements. So you put your opponent on the defensive position. But if you deliver only one strike, that he will fight back. Surely he will.